kids. How are ya? Welcome to the Missoula Big Band. Look at all of you. How many of you were here last week when we weren't? I'm sorry. It was my fault. I take responsibility. It's been 5 years since we altered our schedule for the Buffalo Soldiers thing. And it's taken 5 years for Amanda to talk me into returning to our usual date. So we found something a little different. That's what we finally did. Problem is that I didn't get it all right in all the venues. If you were here last week, I apologize. Come up, you can kick me, all right, after the concert. Hey, here's Johnny's theme. You'll remember it. All of us of this age remember, oh man, every night at 10:30. Hey, that was Tracy Hardy on trumpet. Say hi, Tracy! You'll be hearing a lot from her tonight. And so in the wintertime, we get together. Around the holidays, we have a couple practices. There's only so many musicians in town, so most of us play in the Missoula Community Concert Band. Some of us play in the Missoula Band. We play in the community band in the fall, and then in between seasons, we have 2 seasons of the community band, a fall and spring. So in the wintertime, us jazzers get together, rehearse a couple times, and then go out to all the places I go shopping for care later on in my life. You know, maybe the village. Village folks are here. We go all over town playing at senior centers and venues, and it's so much fun. So it's only been a couple of months since we've been together. So we're ready sooner to be able to come out and entertain you, while the city band just had a rehearsal Monday, and we're going to get one more rehearsal in, so we'll be here next week with the full city band along with the Garden City Strings. So there's more and more fine entertainment coming your way, and all these tunes up front are all brand new to you and us, right? They were new this season. not this one. This next one is our favorite, our longtime opener. Here is Tuxedo Junction. That's what we like to hear. Thanks, Mom.
In Birmingham, say south, where people go to dance a night away. They all drive, or they walk 4 miles to get jive. That southern style, slow jive, that makes you want to dance till break of day. It's a junction where the town folks meet at each function. And their best, they'll greet you. Come on down, forget your cares, come on down. You'll find me there, so long town. I'm heading for Tuxedo Junction now.
Back there playing a little Yananda. Yeah, baby. That's a favorite tune of ours. It's a great one to warm up with. Back to our new repertoire. This is the teacher Candy again on vocals. Thanks so much to Andrew Hooper, our drummer, and this great Bose sound system we have tonight. Jay was in the hospital yesterday afternoon, so I told him to go home, and Andy set up his PA. So the band's not mic'd, so we're having to play more sensitively when we have solo. And the PA is working well. I went out there and talked to our old buddy Bill Happy. He said, good balance, man. Those Bose speakers sound nice. Hey, it's an advertisement. Hey, while we're at it, hey, look, the kids are over here trying to make sure that you can vote. Look at that. Whatever it's called, register to vote here. But it's probably got a better name than that. So if any of us old people aren't registered, you can be young people. But if you're not registered to vote, please visit the kids over here, and they'll sign you up. All right, it's nonpartisan. All right. Yeah, thanks for being here, kids. They even asked permission. Hey, here is Lady Be Good. you. Got Macy too. No, Glenn Miller too. I'm just getting ready for Macy is what I'm doing. Seeing what a beautiful day. Kids playing in the water. Good Lord, it'll be snowing this weekend, but enjoying what we have now. We had rehearsal here on Monday. We got rained on. It wasn't too hot then, just perfect. Hey, MCAT's here. Say hi to Ron Scholl. Thank you, Ron. Ron's been doing this as long as I have, I think. And all winter long, you can cozy up, get a blanket, and turn on your cable access TV. Or if you're too cheap to buy cable, you can just stream it, whatever that is. That's what I do. So it's on your computer somewhere. Have one of your grandkids come and show you. Well, we're out all winter long with our program. Thanks, buddy. Good to have you here. Here's we'll feature Dr. Meg Carnegie, and she's playing the part of Count Basie tonight. And it's a whole tune that between her and the band playing constantly, by the time we get through with this tune, you'll know you've been Basie. That's a good thing. You'll be back. probably counted out. It was 64 bars. Usually there's 16. Sometimes when composers go nuts, they put 32. That was 64 bars of brass and sax trying to push through. It's a great arrangement. And we programmed it early in the program because now we're all shocked. Hey, if you haven't bought your History of the City band book yet, I dug some out. I still have some up here. So, and the contribution to the band. You know, this is a freebie concert. We don't even come around and pick your pockets for this gig. Yeah, do we? No. We have so much money, we don't need. No, that's not the way it is, of course. The cities continue to help us out. We sell the book on the side. I've got them up here, and I'll sign them for you. And anybody in the band will sign them for you. Heck, you have a scrapbook out of this gig. But it's a fun history of our city band. Speaking of the band shot, that's why I put a rock and roll tune right here. All right? So if they think they're shot, give them Earth, Wind, and Fire, and they'll come alive. Here is... a couple months away, okay, but this song is great. Here is September. Sing along, Candy. September's good. What a great song.
We went and then these came out, the EPF 430 and 50, and they told me
Deb, get your clarinet warmed up. Here's a rag for you. Greg, on the marriage of the marches and early swing, with lots of syncopation going on, and it's so much fun to play. So the two predates certainly September by a whole bunch of years. This is again featuring Candy on vocals and Deb on clarinet. This is the 12th Street Rag. Can you sing it? That's what Ann, you're hitting, wasn't it? That's what the kids say. We used to call it cool. Now they're called killing. Sorry. Trying to keep young. No. Hey, here's a beautiful ballad that Paul Desmond wrote. Many didn't know Paul by name, but he was a saxophone player in Dave Brubeck's band, famous for the Take Five solo, right? He was a solo artist in his own right, and this is one of his two beautiful ballads called Wendy. It's an arrangement of Don Jaramillo. Say hi to Don Jaramillo. Our resident arranger and person that took me 5 years to learn how to pronounce his name to arrange this for Devin's band, and it's on her alto sax. It's a beautiful, beautiful ballad. Look at all that company you got back there tonight, Ron. Is that the whole staff of MCAT back there with you, or just some hanger on? He's waving me off. Sorry. Hey, here is Deb Nelson, Rose Barsky, and Wendy. This is a tune we're going to do for a missing member tonight that Lynn couldn't make it. She's been dealing with issues going on. She couldn't make it down from St. Ignatius. She's a longtime saxophone player. She taught school up there for years. Played in Lance Boyd's old Jazz 3 for years along with Deb and Brett before this band existed. And Lynn would drive all the way down. Even in the winter time, she'd brave that dang Emerald Hill and come down and play with us. She couldn't make it tonight. She had requested this tune before she figured out she couldn't make it. So we're doing it anyway for Lynn. All right? Dean will be playing her song. With a great old bassy tune. I'm trying to think of it. Mexico arrangement, even better. You'll love it. Just what you get from typical trombone players. Mexico is a trombone. Here is, and for another long lost member, he's been gone now for several years. Hal Herman always called this one Satan Down. So for both of them and for you, here's Satan Down. Great. You've been a good audience, so we'll play some standards for you, okay? All right, thank you for allowing us to do so. Hey, next week we'll be here with a group that is new to the city band stage with the Garden City Strings. It's about an 18-person string ensemble, all acoustic, so hopefully James feeling better by next week. We'll find some sound help for us. And our connection is that Don Jaramillo is conducting that group. So they'll do some, our city band will do some, and then we'll do some together. And it's about time I brought you folks some culture. We'll do two old standards for you. From the Glenn Miller book, here's String of Pearls. Everything that we do, we think about that. I'm getting all the clap. Yeah. And here, who started that in the band? Brown Boys.
about you. I passed a shadowy lane, and I thought about you. Two or three cars parked under the stars, a winding street. Moon shining down on some little town, and with each beat, the same old dream. And every stop that we made, oh, I thought of you. But when it pulled in the shade, then I really felt blue. Ate through the crowd and looked through the crowd, like I went back to you. And what did I do? I thought about you. Shining down on some little town, and with each beat, the same old dream. Beat through the crowd, looked at the track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? And what did I do? And what did I do? I thought about you.
How about Candy? Okay, all good things must come to an end. I hope that you can remember and enjoy this earlier time. We cut back a half an hour. After 150 years, we thought we'd change the time. We thought it was time, and I think we've gotten used to it now. Concerts only start at 7:30 now. We get home before it's dark and maybe stop by and get ice cream. Hey, thanks for the ice cream, Willis. How could I not eat free ice cream? Or sit on it, you know? Thanks so much for being here. It's such a gas to start summer out with you again. It's a great part of Missoula, Americana. This stuff doesn't happen much around the world. And we're so fortunate to have it. It happens because you show up as these musicians, these fine musicians, give up their time and their talent. Give it up for them. Okay, enough of that hugging and crap. Hey, here's our final tune, and we'll see you next week. Here's Glenn Miller's In the Mood.
Thank you.